Kundan, like that's why like I'm saying like this is so interesting. Like this is so interesting talk. And you mentioned that curiosity and coachability is like one of the very few important things if someone is starting out.
Yeah.
Now I have another question again. If someone has a business, right? What do you think is the right time to scale that business and start hiring more people? What do you think like when is the right time? Like say someone is solopreneur, like some single entrepreneur, or maybe has a small team, but in with the working with a small team, he can maybe have a more control with on their action. But again, like if he or they can start expanding their team by hiring the talents, right? Surround themselves with the talent, then maybe they can put themselves as a driver of the company and put the company into the right direction. What you will say that when is the right time for a small business owner to start expanding and to start hiring more people?
So my opinion on that is as soon as possible, right? I would say there is no good time to say, I don't want to hire more people. I don't want to find ways to expand my team, to bring in perspectives that are more important, to bring in skills that I don't have, right? And it goes back to the same mindset that I talked about in the previous question, right?
Yeah.
Having that open mind is very important. There's one other factor that comes in very handy and very important is ability to embrace failure, right? The issue when you said, right, and that's very true. I mean, most solopreneurs or early entrepreneurs will feel that need of control, right? And why is that need of control? The need of control comes from, uh, sorry, did you lose me? Okay.
No,
The
no.
need of control comes from from the need or the fear of failure. If I hire a new person, what if they mess things up? What if my business
Yeah,
goes down, right?
yeah.
But the truth is, it's okay to fail because what you are labeling as failure, right, is learning. And when you stop, when you control things around you that stop you from embracing the potential of failing, which is
Mhm.
just a label. There's no such thing as failure in the world. There's no such thing there's no document that tells you, Harpreet, if you do A, B, C, D, it's a failure. Or if you do these things, it's a failure. There's no such thing. There's no document. It's not written in any of our religious texts. It's not really written in our constitution. There's no definition of failure, of what constitutes a failure. Failure is in our mind, right? Why does failure come in? We feel others will think it's failure. We associate it's our fear of being judged by others, by family, by our friends, by the society where we are creating our own brand in front of, where we are trying to show, hey, guys, I want all of them to feel I'm successful because I have done it. I have my own business now. I don't want them to feel that I've failed because I'm trying to prove them wrong. I'm trying to prove that I'm someone. And that's why I've created this business, right? That fear of failure, most of us start our business with that fear of judgment and
Mhm.
that fear of failure. When we go in there, what happens is that fear of failure will make us do actions and activities like, let me not hire too many people
Mhm.
because what if they mess up? What if my business fails? Those activities stop us from learning. When you hire a new person, sure, you'll have to coach them. The questions they will ask will help you learn a lot more about your business. The questions that the perspectives they will bring in will help you learn a lot more about what that person needs to know. A lot of times we start business saying, I know Apple says it. Apple said customers don't know anything. So I'll create the product, they'll buy it, right?
Yeah.
It's He said it for the right reasons. We interpret that in the wrong reason. We feel I don't need to ask customers, right? I'll create a problem and I know what's right and I'll just create the product or I'll create the service and essence. The truth is they may not know the solution, but they know the problem. If you don't even want to ask if they have the problem or not, it's not going to work, right? But back to your question, I mean, so the earlier you do it, the better, right? I mean, see, the thing is, it's extremely difficult for very small businesses to succeed over time, right? As a small business, as a solopreneur, as a I mean, solopreneur is a bit different concept. If you just want to be a freelancer, in
Mhm.
a way, you're being a contractor. I mean, it's like a job, but you want your flexibility. That's okay, right? But if you're creating a business, right, which has assets, which has where you have few people, even if it's 2 people or 3 people, whatnot, right? If you think, hey, I want to create a business that's steady, right? You know what, keeps on giving me whatever, makes a revenue of $1 million, $500,000, whatever, on a year-over-year basis. That's not possible. This, if you're planning to do this in your business, what's happening with inflation? What's happening with all other factors? I mean, so you think that it's steady, actually you're going down because everything else is going up, right? Your costs are going up, the inflation is going up, and if you want to do a steady business, it's going down, right? So the concept of a non-scalable small business is totally different, right? I mean, yeah, you could do this as a business, and now it's aligned. Now that's a steady business. That's not a successful business because it's still aligned with, you're still not making money, you're still not making profit, but it's okay. At least you're keeping it sustainable. It's still okay. This is not okay. This is still okay. Ideally, as a business to succeed, you need to put everything, whatever is possible, to make it like this. You know why? Because even this is not true. When it comes to a business, it's this.
Okay.
And because it's this, you will go here. And if you go here, if you go here from here, what was the profit? How are you able to sustain being here? But if you go from here to here, even if you go here, you will come here. That's life, right? Whatever goes up will come down, will go up again. Why will it go up again? Not because it's meant to, because if you go down, the learnings that you get from being there, those will actually make you far superior leader, far superior business than you were when you were here. And that's why when you're here, you will go much higher from there, in essence. And then you'll come down again. And guess what? Even more learnings. And then you'll go even further up from that, because as with those learnings, you're a much strong leader, a much stronger business than what you were before, in essence. So in order to create a business, it is going to be like this. Hence, you need to put everything into it. You need to get as many good people in your team as early as possible. Make sure, be humble about what you know, but be humble about what you don't know. Be realistic about what you don't know, and try to get people, especially for the key skills that you need in your particular business, get the best people possible. Don't compromise on people. Best skill set, best attitude. Be comfortable that it's your idea, right? Don't feel the threat that, oh shoot, this person is smarter than me. What if I have a threat? That threat is why, because of that fear of judgment. Oh shoot, people will think that I have my CTO or my whatever partner is smarter than me. Well, people don't care. People are looking at whatever. People are doing their own thing. They don't care about what you're doing. And even if they say something about what you're doing, it shouldn't matter to what you are doing, right? You're doing it for your own reasons, for your own purpose, for your own vision, in essence, right? So getting the right people around you as soon as possible will help you grow. Even if you fail in your first business, your second business, your third business, your fourth business, your fifth business, if you failed in the right way, getting the right people, solving the problem, always be wanting to learn, not being blinded by this label of failure, you will grow so much that your sixth business will be the most successful business you could have even imagined, in essence, right? So really being in that mindset is more, surrounding yourself with the right people is important. Getting as many people as early as possible. And when you look at, when you have an open mind, right? You might say, well, I can't afford to hire people. Well, okay, you know your budget, right? Okay, fine. Just keep an open mind. Maybe you'll find someone based on what you can afford or based on whatever you want, right? Just be open. If you stay close that I can't afford. I mean, I know that the starting salary for this role is 100,000. I can't afford. Well, why add those barriers, right? You know you want someone. If that person doesn't fit in the budget, that's fine. Just keep on a lookout. But you are always seeking and trying to find people, right people, to join your business based on their attitude, based on their aptitude. Those are the things, especially the attitude is the most important aspect. And then you'll continue growing.